Hi folks, and welcome back to another Travels of Red Rover. I'm Sean.
And I'm Quiraing.
And we are out standing in a beautiful field on the Isle of Skye in Scotland. Why are we here today?
We're overlooking Loch Fada, and there's a lovely little island in the middle of the loch, and way off in the distance is the Quiraing and the Old Man of Storr.
And it is a beautiful alignment, especially on a day like today. The sun is way off in the west. It's mid-afternoon, and just where the sun is located right now, it lights up both the loch, the little island that's in the loch, and the Old Man of Storr all at the same time. So it's a beautiful shot. This is going to be a short video because it's a couple different locations, but otherwise, again, just an absolutely gorgeous location.
Here's our view from up on a hillside overlooking the loch, and you can see our island there in the distance, and then the rocky outcrop above, that's called the Quiraing, and to the far right of that is the Old Man of Storr. It's a lovely little scene. We were scoping it out yesterday and noticed that this left side of the loch gets pretty shadowed around 3 in the afternoon at this time of year. We're here in mid-October. And so we want to be sure we didn't have any intense shadows over our scene. So we came out here, it's about 2:30, and we'll get a few shots from this location.
As Quiraing said, this is an absolutely gorgeous little location. Its only detractant is that there's a road going down on the left-hand side where you're viewing the scene. So I'm trying to remove as much of that road as possible. With respect to the actual composition itself, I like to set it up so that I can see water in front of and behind the island and on both sides. That way, clearly, it's an island. And then I also like to have the Old Man of Storr, which is the rock to the right-hand side in the distance that sort of points a little bit off towards the right. It's pretty isolated, so I don't like it being covered with anything. Trying a couple different angles where the Old Man of Storr is lined up with the island, and then also with the Old Man of Storr angled on one side or the other. That's about it with respect to the composition. Then it's just really a matter of shooting the composition kind of wide and kind of narrow. Also, don't forget to try some portrait shots. That will also be a potential useful and quite nice composition. So we're standing out in this beautiful field. It's an absolutely gorgeous shot today. Got the sun up behind Quiraing, who's photographing me right now. The island is beautifully set in a really royal blue lake, or loch as they say here, with the Isle of Storr very clear out behind it, and it's really all well lit. So this is a really simple shot. I am using a polarizer. I am shooting it both with the polarizer on and the polarizer off. Shooting at about f20 because there's quite a long distance between the island and the Old Man of Storr up in the top there, so I want to get that as in focus as possible without having to do a lot of focus stacking. Then I'm shooting at ISO 400 right at the moment, but that's only because the peat and the grass that we're on tends to be a bit rocky rolly, so this way it gives me a little higher shutter speed, using obviously aperture priority.
We have a gorgeous day today, which has been a change from the rain and wind and cold that we've had over the last week. Not a cloud in the sky, so that's not really adding to our photos here today. But we are using polarizers because it does alter the sheen of the water on the loch down below. So you can have it either very reflective of the sky and shiny, or you can turn the polarizer on and get a much more dark lake effect there. It would be lovely if we had calm conditions and could get a reflection on the loch, but that's not going to happen today. So we're just enjoying that we can get out and enjoy this with some nice sunlight on it.
Well, folks, we sure hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please give us a thumbs up.
And if you'd like to see more of our videos, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. We appreciate it a lot.
And as always, if you want to hear when we release videos, hit that little button down below.
That bell.
That bell. The bell. Ding-a-ling.
We love to hear comments and questions from you and thoughts or ideas of what photos you liked, or if you've had stories from this area. So go ahead and put that in the comment section down below, and we'll try to respond as soon as we can.
And until next time, bye for now.
Bye for now.